And kids will soon be home for the summer and potentially getting into a lot of trouble. From poisonous mushrooms to pool cleaning equipment, safety's key. Joining me now is Amy Hanoian-Fontana, Community Education Specialist for the Connecticut Poison Center, or Poison Control Center, I should say. Amy, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome.
So let's get started. There are so many things that we have in and around our house, and you don't even think twice about having them out. Kids can easily get into them.
Kids can easily get into any one of these products. The first that we have here is we have some pool chemicals. We have chlorinated tabs, and then we have some algicide. Either of those could be highly irritating, even just opening them up, using them, putting them in the pool. So we want to make sure those are out of the reach of kids. And actually mixing those two products could make you a toxic gas.
Ooh.
So you want to stay away from that.
So high shelf, very high shelf.
High shelf or locked up.
Okay, you're going to have a cookout. How about charcoal lighter?
Charcoal lighter fluid and the next one next to it, the tiki torch fluid, are both hydrocarbons. What that means is if a child swallows it and it goes into their lungs and they start coughing, they could have a chemical pneumonia. They could have a real problem with their lungs and irritation there. Very serious.
And when you're going out and you're camping, and this is something I'm sure you would use, is for mosquitoes, right?
Right. So, you know, insect repellent that has DEET in it is wonderful to put on your skin to keep the ticks and other insects away. However, you need to make sure you wash it off at night and that you don't put too much on. You should really follow the directions and follow the guidelines for children as well.
Now these two, I asked you, I said, what are these? They look like baby bottles to me.
They do. These are relatively non-toxic. They're just bubbles that you blow, like kids would blow bubbles. I have a 4-year-old daughter, and she loves to blow bubbles. But this looks like a baby bottle. I mean, we've got the pink, we've got the green. They're these, you know, intoxicating colors, and you could easily see how a little one would take a sip and try it.
Speaking of the colors, do you ever get calls about, it's a cleaning solution called Fabuloso?
Yes.
And they're these kinds of colors.
Yes.
And it looks like Kool-Aid or Gatorade or something. So do get?
We get tons of calls about Fabuloso and Mistalin, two really popular cleansers. And they have these bright, enticing colors, kind of like a sports drink or a fruit punch. And we get a lot of mistakes made with those.
Okay. Now moving on to these right here.
Okay. So this product you can have an allergic reaction from if you're a sensitive individual to those types of things, and it could be pretty irritating. And we have some products here. We have some organophosphates here. These are pesticides. So this is what we use to keep pests out of the lawn, and some herbicides here. So any of these kinds of things that we want to use in the garden, we want to really make sure we use them correctly, keep them out of the reach of kids. It only takes a minute.
When you use them in the garden, and let's say a kid goes out and they're rolling around in the grass, does that cause a problem? Do you have to wait a little bit after you've used these products for them to go out and play?
Different products, different rules, but always follow the guidance on the products for sure.
Before we go, these two.
Okay, Automotive Products. Windshield washer fluid contains methanol, and in a very small amount, I'm talking about tablespoons, could cause blindness or death in a young toddler. So we want to make sure we lock this up. A lot of people don't use the whole bottle. They put what's left, the small amount of what's left, in a water bottle, and then it gets mistakenly drank, and somebody thinks it's Kool-Aid. Yeah, you have to take precaution here. You have to.
Thank you. And you know what? We have a number. I'm sure that number is going to help a lot of people just in case. Thank you for all your information, Amy.
Welcome.
In case of a poison emergency, here's the Poison Center number. It is 1-800-222-1222. Thank you.